Smells like a barnyard.
Hey there guys, good morning. We are finally going to be getting started on this van.
Well, maybe we're getting started. As you can tell, we've had a lot of rain lately.
It's been raining for like the last 2 or 3 days straight, and it's supposed to rain again today. But we're going to see how much we can get done this morning before that starts again.
So, Operation Subfloor is a go.
So we went and we picked up 5 pieces of plywood that we're going to use for different projects, and we thought we had all half-inch ones, but apparently only 3 of them are half-inch and 2 of them appear to be 1/4 inch thick. The guys at the lumberyard loaded this up for us, so we didn't notice it at the time. That's probably going to be a problem. And it's raining again.
So everyone out in the desert in California, Nevada, and Arizona that doesn't get rain, this is North Carolina. We get rain all the time.
Yeah, so unfortunately we don't have a place inside to really work. We have a little bit of garage space, but we really don't want to get our wood wet. That's going to be our floor, so looks like we'll try again tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Welcome to day 1 of working on our van.
Day 1.
It's already feeling a little overwhelming and we're just getting started, but today we are going to tackle our subfloor.
So we hope. So keep in mind, we have 0 experience. We weren't carpenters. We're not woodworkers by any stretch of the imagination. So
we are good YouTube researchers, though.
Yeah, we are. Hey, big props to all the van channels out there giving us ideas.
All right, let's do this floor. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is cut our pieces of plywood for our subfloor. We need to have a template to do that, and fortunately our van came with a subfloor in it. We just don't want to use that particular one for the build.
We're actually using Baltic birch for marine grade Baltic birch because it's water resistant. We're using 1/2 inch. We want a nice sturdy floor. Just put in our first piece of the subfloor. It took me a long time to cut, but hey, you know, we still have our fingers, hands, and toes, so it's not attached, but hey, first steps. We have successfully cut 2 pieces of our subfloor.
And yes, we are going to celebrate each and every single piece of wood.
We're not going to bore you with every single little wood cut that we make, but I mean, there's a bunch of little stuff, depending on what kind of van that you go with, that you have to kind of make minor adjustments, and I mean,
yeah, like there's a little ridge over here that we didn't account for, so we just took it back out and made a little cut, and it fits perfectly. I think it looks pretty damn good.
And I haven't used a jigsaw in forever, and I had something on it loose to causing it to kick and bounce around, so luckily that didn't cause any catastrophic failures. But
yeah, so we got 2 more boards to cut and put in here, so we're going to get those done, and then we move on to the next fun part.
Like a glove, people. Like a glove.
So we got all the 4 pieces of our subfloor cut to size, and they fit in here perfectly.
This went better than I expected.
Yeah, it's not done yet, though.
It's not done yet.
So now we got to actually pull them all out because we have to put the furring strips down and insulate and all that good stuff.
So we're going to put in this fancy sound deadening material. It's called Rattle Trap, and it's supposed to keep, what? Help me out, Sandy.
It's supposed to keep out noise.
So it's supposed to keep out noise.
It's supposed to trap rattles.
Trap rattles. Rattle trap. Okay. Anyway, we've seen lots of van builds that don't use this, some that do. We're just going to do our wheel wells and a couple of places, I think, along the wall. We're not going to go super duper crazy with it.
All right, so yesterday we got all of our boards cut out. Today we are going to put down our furring strips. So we're about to cut them all down to size so we can glue them down. Alright, so we've got all of our furring strips cut out. The next step is going to be to glue all this down so that we can put our subfloor on top. And by the way, it is really hot here in North Carolina right now, 85 degrees. It's spring, and look at all this yellow stuff from the pollen.
Okay, so I was going to do a super cool time-lapse of Sandy, like, gluing all the furring strips down. But here comes a big thunderstorm, so we're going to clean everything up so everything doesn't get soaked and take shelter.
All right, so last night we glued down our furring strips. We put our subfloors over top of them to put some pressure on them so that they could dry really well overnight. Now we're going to pull the boards back up so we can insulate the floor. So we are going to be insulating our entire van with Havelock wool. We're actually really kind of excited about using this. We're not going to go into a lot of detail, except for we're just cutting these down to fit the floor. We'll probably do another video on why we chose Havelock wool and all that, so stay tuned for that.
Wow, this stuff smells like it came straight off the sheep. Like, no kidding. It's like a barnyard smell. I mean, it's not like, it smells like a barnyard.
Havelock wool is officially completed in the bottom of the van. It actually took a little bit longer than I was expecting. I didn't realize it was going to be so hard to cut, but this wool is pretty dense. I got a little blister on my finger here. Maybe I just need new scissors, I don't know, but it's hefty stuff.
Okay, so we finished bolting down the subfloor to the van itself. That was a huge pain, I'm not going to lie. So the screw rivets that Mercedes-Benz uses is a really soft aluminum. You have to be super careful not to damage those, because I did break off one bolt inside of it. So everything else though went fairly smoothly, but and the wool, that's something I also wanted to mention. Make sure you leave enough gap in the wool for your screw holes, because the little threads, yeah, it'll catch the wool and start to wind it on your screw, so just keep an eye on it.
Alright, so now that this thing is totally bolted down, I made a little map showing where we placed all of our furring strips. So now I'm going to mark that out on the floor so that we can go and put some wood screws in, so this thing is super secure.
Alright, so there it is!
We have a subfloor!
Woohoo! It was kind of a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie. And after 400 trips to Home Depot, I think we got it nailed down.
Okay, maybe not 400, but at least 6 or 7. I do think our Home Depot ticker is going to be very high by the end of this van build.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're gonna do next. Windows, maybe?
Windows, max air, fans, I'm not sure. So
something. Well,
something. We have some rain coming in, so maybe even something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got to be doing something.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to tune in for that. But that's going to do it for this video. And until next time, guys, stay wonderful.
Or at least plan to stay wonderful for something in the future or something. Yeah. Call it a day.